Hi, today we're just going to do 8 Sun Salutations. And Sun Salutations is a wonderful entire practice of its own. So if you really can't think of any sequences to do at home, you know one Sun Salutations, just extend it and you'll have an entire practice, all right? So first pose, we're gonna get down straight into downward facing dog. If you really need to do a little bit more of a warm-up, you can begin with some cat-cow. Otherwise, we're just going to find our footing with our hands. Spread your fingers nice and wide and just plant them and shoulder width apart. Tuck your toes under. I'm going to send the hips up to the sky. Connecting to the breath here. And just begin to walk out your legs one at a time. Just use this first posture, this first down dog to arrive into the body here. Honestly, this is my go-to posture. Whenever I just feel like I need to do just that one stretch to feel like I can come back into my body again. Keeping the knees nice and soft. Finding a bit of stillness here. You can do a yes and a no with the head. Just melting your shoulders away from the ears. Drawing the belly nice and into your spine. Taking one more breath here in your first downward facing dog. Then looking forward between your hands, and slowly walk up to the front of your mat, mindfully taking each step nice and slow. From here, we're going to inhale to halfway lift as we straighten our knees a little bit more, and then exhale to fold over. We're going to do that just 2 more times, just to warm up the back of your legs, warm up the length of the spine. Exhale to fold. And one more. Draw the belly in, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale. Surrender down. Keep your knees nice and soft. From here, we're going to do a slow roll up. So as we press into the feet, engage your leg muscles, just begin to connect to the legs and then slowly feel your energy just come up through the whole length of the spine until your head comes up last, and you feel like you're unfurling like a fern, a new fern, as you reach your arms up to the sky, lengthening up towards the sun, keeping your eyes softly gazing forward, and then exhale, draw your hands down to the middle of your heart. Beautiful. Releasing your hands down by your side. This is the first posture in the Sun Salutation, Tadasana Mountain Pose. Feet hip distance, shoulders rolled down and away from your ears, crown of your head reaching for the sky. So we're grounding down into our feet at the same time, lengthening up. So you're almost stretching yourself in both directions here. Taking an inhale, sweeping the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, swan diving all the way, hinging from the hips into Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Inhale to halfway lift, either fingertips on the mat or even just on your shins. And then exhale, palms down, stepping back 1 foot at a time with full awareness into a plank pose. For the first Sun Salutations, we'll take 1 breath in here into plank. Feel your whole body nice and strong. And then exhale, place your knees, chest, and chin come on down. Just make sure your whole body is now flat, top of your feet pressing down to the mat. Bring your arms alongside your armpits, shoulders down your back. Inhale, pressing your feet down, lift your heart. And exhale, we fold. And then we're going to tuck the toes under, pressing first to your knees. And then exhaling, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Second dog of the practice. Go ahead and walk out the dog as you need to. Usually we would stay in down dog for about 3 to 5 breaths. And this is
from the Ashtanga primary series. There's so many kinds of sun salutations, but the one I normally practice and teach is from the Ashtanga lineage. Taking one more breath here. Bend the knees, looking forward between the hands. You want to inhale, stepping or walking slowly to the front of your mat. Lengthen up halfway. Exhale down all the way. Pressing into the feet. This time we won't slow roll up. We'll come up, hinging from the hips, nice and strong. Reach your arms up to the sky. Maybe a little back bend if you wish, shining your heart up to the sky, but keep the ribs towards the midline. And then exhale, hands down to your heart. One breath here in Tadasana. So that was just one sun salutation, yeah? I'm gonna go again. Inhale, reach and scoop. Exhale, swan diving to the ground. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, palms to the floor, stepping back into plank straight away. Knees, chest, chin, come down. Point the toes to the back. Inhale to cobra, one breath. And exhale to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Every inhale, maybe send your hips higher up to the sky. Every exhale, see if your heels can ground a bit to the ground. One more breath. Just allowing all the blood to rush into your head. Beautiful. Looking forward, and on the next inhale, walking or stepping or floating to the front of your mat, straight into a halfway lift. That's one inhale. Exhale to fold. And strong legs, press down to lift. And exhale, hands down to your heart. One breath here. So you notice we are going one breath per movement. Inhale, reach up, draw belly in. Exhale, coming forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, palms to the floor, come all the way to the ground. Inhale, we lift your chest, cobra pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. So every time you come to downward dog, it's a little pause, it's a little break, but you don't ever have to keep static, all right? So if you still feel like you need to do a bit of a twist, a bit of a leg paddling, go ahead. Beautiful. On the next inhale, looking forward, and we step all the way to the front. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up to rise. And exhale, draw your hands down to your heart. That's 3. One breath in. Exhale, ground the feet. We go again. Inhale, scooping up. Exhale to fold to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, looking up. Exhale, stepping back into a plank and straight away to the earth. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 to 5 breaths. After a while, the whole flow becomes really like a moving meditation, where you're able to just really tap into the flow. You don't really need to think about what to do next. And you're in the moment, you're super present with your body and with your breath. All right, on the next inhale, step forward, lengthen up halfway. Exhale to fold all the way. Inhale to rise, come on up. Little back bend if you wish. And exhale, hands down to your heart. That was 4. We go again, straight away. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale to fold, swan dive to the earth. Inhale, lengthen up, ripple the spine forward. Exhale, palms to the floor, stepping back straight away to the earth. Inhale, shining your heart forward, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. And if you feel like you really have quite enough of downward facing dog, you can always drop your knees to the floor and take a little child. And you can use that as a little respite from the flow. Always, permission to alter your practice according to where you're at. All right, from the next inhale, either from child's pose, you're going to come up to down dog first. Bending the knees, looking forward. Inhale, step forward to the front of your mat. Exhale, folding to the earth. Inhale to rise. Strong legs, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. That was 5. Taking one breath in between. We go once more. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, coming to the earth. Inhale to lengthen forward. Exhale, stepping back to plank, come to the earth. Inhaling, shine the heart up. Exhaling, pressing hips to sky, downward dog. 3 to 5 breaths. Using each breath to find more space, to find more groundingness, openness. Looking forward, inhale, stepping or jumping to the front of your mat. Exhale to fold. Pressing into the earth, inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. We keep going straight away. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plank and then to the earth. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And remember, going at your own pace. I know right now you're going with the video. I hope it gives you this taste and this flow. And if you can remember what comes next, you can do this on your own super easily. And a tip to remember is usually postures that rise and that open is an inhale, and then movements that are closing in, folding, lowering is an exhale. All right, so just notice that. On the inhale, you look forward, we're stepping up into a halfway lift. On the exhale, coming down. And on the inhale, we rise straight up to the sky. And we exhale, coming back to center. All right, let's take one breath here. So you can either take one breath in between postures, or you can go straight away. So that as well, you just notice. Sometimes when you're getting into the flow, it's nice to just keep going instead of pausing. But because we're going to go through our last one, we're going to pause and think about how this is going to be the last one. So make every single movement very intentional. Lengthen that breath as long as you can. Inhale, reach up, draw belly in, little back bend. And then exhale, coming to the earth. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, stepping back, coming all the way to the earth. Inhaling, shine your heart forward, cobra. And exhale, press up and back to downward facing dog. All right, your 8th downward facing dog here. And I don't know if you can even like notice how this down dog feels a bit different from your first one. Just noticing how long and lengthy your spine is, how open the hamstrings and heel and maybe a bit of your calf muscles are. Lower back maybe a bit more broad. Arms a bit more shaky. Beautiful. From here, looking forward. Stepping on the inhale to the front of your mat. Exhale to fold. We're going to actually take a little extended Uttanasana here because it's your last one. So if you like, grabbing opposite elbows and just soften your knees. So you can just allow your rib cage to melt onto your thighs. Your body is receiving so much benefits from just the simple, ancient teaching of yoga. One more breath. All right, we're gonna rise one last time and you take the option. Do you want to slow roll up or do you want to do a nice strong coming up? I'm gonna do a slow roll because I just want to really feel my body. So what I'm going to do is just bend the knees quite deeply, press your feet into the earth, engage your legs, and just use your core to bring your lower body up, middle back, shoulders, unfurling your head. Relax the shoulders to the earth. Slowly sweep the arms up to the sky. Fingers to touch. And then draw the energy back down to your heart. Pausing here. Either hands in prayer, or you might even want to place your hands on one on your heart, one in your belly. Just choosing a gesture that suits you in this very moment. Taking stock of how you are feeling now. And you know, you might not feel great, or some parts of your body might be like, oh my God, I did that quite intensely, and that's totally fine. What we have now is the gift of awareness, of breath, of movement. Let's bring our palms together in front of our hearts and we just bow to our hearts. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing that short practice with me. I hope you have a wonderful day and you're feeling so much more alive and vibrant now. Cheers.